Hello, every. Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you just heard an echo. Apologize about that. Hi. How we doing? How's everybody doing? Are we doing all right? We having a great Monday? That is what today is, right? Monday. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Kaga, you were first. So we have Pigeon here with the sub, Dory here with the sub for a membership, and Golden God here with the membership. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here and being here early. Sorry if there was a little bit of an echo a moment ago. I tried not to let that happen, but I missed something. You know what happens? I need to change this. Hello, hello. Da 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 da. Edit, 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 edit. And that is boom. Y'all are psychos, I swear. All right. And hey, Stevie. No, BMC, that's not it. I was specifically saying hi to members, and I made sure to say it, BMC. Don't get mad at me. And yes, Joey, there is a portrait. I assume you've made it there. Y'all ain't gonna be like... Hi, everybody, as you are coming in. Hello. Well, we were trying to fix something. Sorry about that. That's funny. Aaron, that's cute, but that's not how that works. It does tell me when that happens. Sky, thank you for being a member for 7 months. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, it's your birthday week, Benita? Cool. I do talk to people, Keegan, but the likes aren't where they're supposed to be before I talk to anybody. So I guess if you want to have a conversation, you better be double tapping that screen. Oh, it's not what you meant? My bad, BMC. I can't even speak. So. All right. So let's see. Good news coming out of California. I know people don't understand that one, that's for sure. Solwell said bye-bye, which is great, honestly. He needed to have left. Needed to have left, needed to have dropped out, and also now he is resigning from Congress. So, yeah. Now, if only the Republican Party can hold someone like Tony Gonzalez responsible for the shit he did, too. That would be cool. We'll see. At least we did something, I guess. Well, mostly. Happy birthday to you. No, I think it was yesterday. Oh, well, happy birthday, Benita. Happy belated birthday, Benita. Happy birthday to you. Woo. And yes, Working Bum, I celebrated my birthday all month. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, but has he said it though, Dory? That's my thing. Like, has he said he's leaving? Yeah, it just came out summertime about an hour and 15 minutes ago. It's pretty new information. So it wouldn't surprise me that somebody might not have seen it. It's, again, fairly new information that Solwell is kicking the can further down the road and packing up his boxes and leaving. Gonzalez did? Okay. Let me see. Tony Gonzalez resigning. Oh, 22 minutes ago. Fantastic. There we go. That's how new that is. So, yeah, Tony Gonzalez resigns after affair scandal following Eric Solwell exit. Well, there we go. I guess the Republicans do have some kind of, I don't know, what's the word for it? No clue. Guess they did something right. Don't know what it was. Yes, finally repercussions, Nutmeg. There we go. Yes, both POSs will be gone. So it's actually I'm glad for it for sure. Yeah, that both of them are stepping down. They both need to. So there is that. I don't know if it was leverage so much as just somebody telling him, like, in the Republican Party, like, hey, you know what? If the Democrats are going to hold them responsible, I guess we need to hold you responsible too. If you don't want to be the person that we look to oust next, then leave now. Bystander. Eric Swalwell is resigning from Congress, and so is Tony Gonzalez. So that now leaves empty seats for both the Republicans and for the Democrats. So we'll see how that goes, you know? Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Ooh, hold
Okay,
on.
I have a question.
I could not hear them. I'm sure you guys could. I don't know why I couldn't hear them. Oh, I know why, actually. Call back person. I forgot about that. That's what happens. Was it a child? Then don't call back. So I'm glad I couldn't hear them. I have no idea. Glad I just hung up. That's how I feel. It was okay. Well, someone said I'm 12. Yeah, apparently. See, well, that worked out just fine. I don't trust anybody anymore on that stuff. On what when they say I'm this many years old, like, are you though? Well, I can't say that. Some people do have a very young sounding voice. That much is very, very, very true. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see. There was that news. I do need to put that in my server here. Which, by the way, guys, if you are not in my server, you probably should be. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 26 years old.
26. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I did right up until he did the draft thing, but other than that, the
He
only
did the
thing I
what
support is
thing?
that he was sending all the criminals to El Salvador.
He did the what thing?
Oh yeah,
Thanks
that
for the
the
raid.
selective service is becoming automatic. So that's about the only thing I don't like about it.
What? So how would the selective service become automatic if they don't know who's a citizen?
See, that's another part.
That's another part?
Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Dang, I wanted to dig into that one. Thank you, Aslin, for the raid. I wanted to dig into that one. Yeah, that's it. I don't get it. It's very interesting. Just like, they do weird stuff, Anthony. I don't know what else to tell you. They just do weird stuff. Okay, well, I wanted to dig into some other stuff. Oh. Thank you for calling the stream. Hey, Summer. Thank you for calling the stream. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. How old are you?
I'm 28.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, absolutely not. I just wanted to say I love the stream. But no, I don't.
All right. Well, thank you. You have a great one.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see. A bunch of stuff came out today. So apparently, of course, you guys know that there were negotiations between Iran and also with the United States. JD Vance was there along with Steve Witkoff, and they were under negotiations or in negotiations for 21 hours. Hi, how are you?
Hello. This thing working.
Okay. They were in negotiations for 21 hours, and during that time, I guess the representative from Iran offered to suspend enrichment of their uranium for the next 5 years. And of course, the United States was like, no, it's got to be like for 20 years. I don't know why. Let me see if I still have that notification. Let's see. I think I just got overshadowed with all of the representatives leaving Congress. Did I have a chance to share that? Let's see. Iran. Yeah, freeze uranium enrichment for 20 years. But I thought they didn't have any more uranium left, guys. That, oh God, Polly, that was actually a great comment. Yeah. Israel was there. Yeah, JD Vance. That was a good one, actually. Thank you for that one. And let's see. Oh, hold on. Thank you for calling the stream.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
39.
39. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
Okay. What has Donald Trump done since he's been back in office that's earned your support?
I'm more hung up on your pronunciation of the word Iran.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I have a tendency to roll my R's. It takes a conscious effort not to, so
You know it's not Iran, right? It's Iran.
it's Iran. Yeah, again, I just explained this to you. If you have an issue with it, I don't know. Write a letter to your
Look it up.
congressman. Write a
No, you
letter
can look
to
it up.
your
You're wrong.
write a letter to your
Google it.
congressman. Okay. Did you
Google
want to
it.
talk about
Google it.
did you want to talk about Trump, or is that all you got?
No, I just wanted to talk about Iran and how you're pronouncing
Oh,
it
got
incorrectly.
it.
I
So
Googled it.
you actually
Yeah.
you don't have any political leg to stand on. You just wanted to come up here and tone police for why? Because I say Iran and I roll my R's. Oh
No,
no, God forbid.
it's
Guys,
not,
it's the end of the world.
it's not phone policing. I'm just trying to help you
It's the
out.
end of the
You just
world.
sound like an idiot.
It's the end of the world.
It's not the
It
end of the world. You
upsets
just sound like an
you.
idiot.
Iran, 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 Iran. Does that help
No
you
one
feel
says
better?
that. You're
Iran,
putting on this voice.
Iran.
Iranians don't even say that. They
So
use an R
is that all
sound.
you have? Would you like to talk about Trump,
Did you know that?
or
Did you know that Iranians are capable
what's
of using
what's
their
Harris's
R's?
first name?
What's whose name?
What's Harris's first name? Former Vice President Harris. What's her first name?
Kamala.
Oh wow, so you can pronounce something. How would you say the name of the country Bangladesh? How would you say that?
Bangladesh.
Incorrect, it's Bangladesh. Have a great one.
You just said Bangladesh.
Yeah, because I knew you were going to say it that way. It's Bangladesh.
Well, you're so cool.
Actually, I am.
You're-
There was a Bangladeshi
Yeah,
foreign exchange student in my school, so
that's cool.
what's
Good for you.
what's the Ayatollah's name?
The old one or the new one? I don't know the new one.
They both have the same last name. What's their name?
Oh,
Ayatollah.
Khamenei.
Incorrect. It's Khamenei.
Oh, Khamenei. Okay.
Yeah.
See, don't you like learning? I like learning.
I don't think you do, because you just tried to correct me on Bangladesh, but you still didn't understand why I said it for you that way.
No, I mean, whatever. Just say Iran correctly. Don't be
Iran.
like pretentious. Google it.
Iran.
Google how to Google
Sir,
how to say
I
it.
don't know, sir, I already have, and I've listened to it. I've also listened to Iranians
No, you
speak
haven't.
on podcasts,
No,
unlike
you haven't.
you. Yeah, I have. Do
They
you know
don't
who
say,
Mehdi Hassan is?
Google it.
Do you know who Mehdi Hassan
Anyone
is?
listening can Google it.
Yeah, sure. So you just
Well,
support
you
Trump just
actually
because your phone's breaking
cared
up.
about the, you cared
Are
about
you doing
then
okay?
you look up Iran.
Uh,
You understand?
sure. No, because I can't hear you.
How about
No. Are you just on MAGA Wi-Fi?
I'm on what?
Got that MAGA mobile going on. I hope did you buy the Trump phone?
Is there such?
You should definitely have better service where you're at, I'm sure.
No, one sec.
You've got a MAGA phone to sell him, Jenny? That's great, honestly.
Yeah. I turned off my. Can you hear me better?
Nope, still coming in. Breaking up.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can tell you it's annoying, so I think I'll bye-bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
43.
43. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Uh, I'm riding the fence. I'm trying to hang on to him, but we're in trouble. But I do wanted to say why I'm still holding on to Trump.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm a human trafficking survivor. I didn't start out that way. I had a rescue ministry. This was before Biden was president, and then our borders were opened up during the Biden administration, and these illegal immigrants, they overran. I'm from a small city in Tennessee, and we were overran. It was like I didn't even believe the girls at first when they started telling me the stories about what was happening to them. And I did a street ministry with homeless women, and anytime you have issues in a country, it's going to be the most vulnerable of people that are going to in society that are going to see things first. And so when the homeless women started telling me what was happening, when I got rescued by United States Marines 5 years ago. Almost December will be 5 years I got rescued. I had to get rescued because I was being chased down by foreigners that wanted to stop me from rescuing the homeless women from them. And so when Biden was president was when all of this happened. Now, what I can say from my personal experience, from my story, when Trump was president the first time, my life was fine. When Biden was president, it was like hell on earth. And then when Trump became president on the second term, I noticed that the girls that I had rescued or the girls that had the same story as mine, we were all safer under a Trump administration. Now, what's going to happen in the future, I do not know. I do know that
I can
when it
tell
came.
you.
Okay, yes, because I don't want to. I do want to talk with you, and I do want to get your opinion as well.
Sure. So, my opinion is that if Donald Trump actually cared about human trafficking victims such as yourself, he wouldn't have redesignated HSI's duties from actually investigating this kind of incidents from occurring to immigration. We know that happened because there's been memos that have been released by investigative journalists. We also know that the human trafficking, the Donald Trump and his administration actually slashed funding to programs that were specifically designed to combat child sex trafficking, for example. So, defunded these programs and then also moved away the responsibilities of the HSI, the Homeland Security Investigative Services, from investigating those.
Right. So I do see a comment from somebody that said, how far is Tennessee from the borders? Marines involved and foreigners didn't make it on any news. I would like to put it out there that every state is a border state. And if you go check every city, county, and database system about all of the missing people that is not hitting the mainstream news, you will see it. And for whatever reason, our mainstream news is not covering some things that happened. I can't say love Trump or hate him. I can only speak about how my survival story was, that I felt safer under a Trump administration than versus Biden. However, I would like to say that for people who don't deal with the streets, they don't deal with the homeless a lot, they're not going to see it. They're going to be the last to experience what has happened. So I would like to say that every state is a border state. And
It's not,
when millions
though.
of people come across your borders, it's really
Ma'am,
hard to
I have
say
to
what's
pause
happening.
you for a second because I know that that might be your belief system that every state is a border state, but that's factually incorrect. If that were the case, then Customs and Border Protection would not have a specific clause within their bylaws that they cannot operate away from the border, like more than 100 miles outside of the border. So that's incorrect because otherwise we'd have CBP in every single state outside of airports. They would just be helping out, and we wouldn't need ICE at that point because Customs and Border Protection could just do the dang job themselves everywhere in the continental U.S.
Well, the only thing about that is the border agents are for the border, and I think that's why they created ICE, is because of
Fantastic. So
the
then,
pandemic we were
then they
facing
are
from the
not.
illegal immigrants.
So then they are not. So then every state is not a border state. Fantastic. Thank you. No, I'm just being serious, ma'am. Like you at that point have to agree with
I'm
me.
laughing
Every
because
state.
here I'm telling you what happened to several hundred women, several hundred.
And that's
And
unfortunate,
for
and I'm sorry that
see,
that's something that
I
you
run an
also went into.
organization
Ma'am,
for
Trump doesn't care
victims,
about
and
them.
yes,
Trump doesn't care about them. If that is your hard line, then you would have actually cared or like been more sorry, I shouldn't assume. Did you scream on the streets or yell about the fact that all of the Epstein victims that were trafficked?
absolutely. And what I
Fantastic. And
noticed
did you
was that
speak out? And did you speak out? Did you
marched
speak out that
for LGBTQ than they did for
I really don't
actually
care about
the
you
traffic
going down that
victims.
lane.
Not
So
enough people.
let's stick on what I just was talking about. That's a diversion, and we're not diverting. We're staying on sex trafficking, which again, we'll go ahead and reiterate the fact that HSI, whose primary job is to actually investigate human trafficking like that, their resources have been diverted from actually investigating into that to performing immigration enforcement duties, which is not a part
Do
of
you
their
have the
job.
date on
I'm still
that
talking.
they stopped investigating? Do you have the actual date on that they stopped investigating?
Yeah, towards the beginning of last year. So it's about April of 2025. So when they switched over their duties. Yeah. Try to like
And they
again like
diverted
this
it from investigating human trafficking to what?
immigration enforcement.
Right, which was what was causing the human trafficking was the illegal immigrants. When you got a bunch of
ICE
people coming
doesn't
from Haiti
investigate,
and all
ma'am.
these other
ICE
different
doesn't do
countries.
investigations. So and that's literally what HSI's job is. HSI is specifically out there in order to investigate human trafficking cases. That's part of their job duties, right? Because ICE doesn't perform investigations. They just pick people up and determine their status and subject them to deportation if applicable. And so, again, HSI, that's not their job. Their job is not immigration enforcement. Their job is to investigate cases like child sex trafficking, human trafficking, women such as yourself being trafficked, or any person that's being trafficked across this country or outside of the United States. That's what their job is. They have been moved from that job into doing immigration enforcement, which is not their job. Donald Trump and his administration defunded programs that were put in place to combat child sex trafficking. And now I'm going to bring this full circle back to my question about Epstein, is why, if Donald Trump cared so much about child or any kind of human trafficking, did he need a law in order to force him and his Department of to release the Epstein files, and then we don't even have the full information.
Well, my take on that is that of why I said I was riding the fence. And you know what? You may have convinced me, to be quite honest. I usually don't do this because
Yeah.
I have lived a very normal life, a very private life, and I do still do things behind the scenes to help women, but I do live a very normal private life now, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. I still am protected by the Marines and Navy SEALs, actually. And life is very different than what it used to be. I'm older, so I can't go out there. You know, I took a lot of energy to save these women. And that was the thing that got me on riding the fence is why not release the Epstein files? Now, I can tell you why I don't think they released it, because I think that there's more than them than there are of us. And if they release it, then America will just be no America no more. And if that's what it takes to set the children free, I'm all for it. If America has to completely fall for these children to come out of the dungeons and the caves and underneath the homes. I don't know if you've ever heard of Allie Carter, but Allie Carter from California, she is a real survivor. I have met her, and she's an impeccable young lady that is speaking about these things, and it blew my mind that
Yeah,
we
if you're
had all this
talking about
support
P.
for.
Diddy, I just want to remind everybody that his investigation was started in September of 2024 under the previous
Yes.
administration.
And what got me about that was he should have gotten more time than what he actually got. He should have gotten more time.
I'll
And
also remind everybody that Diddy was like real good buds with Donald Trump, per Donald Trump himself.
uh,
Yeah.
you might be onto something, sister. Yeah.
Yes, what's up?
You like, what's your main objective? Is it
I'm
to
just
change the hearts and
trying.
minds of people to?
I'm not trying to change the thought process of anybody that calls into my channel, because most of them aren't here for a productive conversation, nor do they want to even learn anything. I'm here for
No, I
anyone
do.
that's. No, that's why I said
I
most.
do, because I'm very upset that the Epstein files were not released, because mainly because they redacted the perpetrators, you know, the predators, but then they put the victims' names out
Mhm.
there, and I think that put victims in a lot of danger. So that's why I've been riding the fence, like, well, you know, because I just saw Melania come out and demand that the Epstein files be released and that these girls get their day in court, sworn under oath. And so, to be honest with you, I just feel like America is falling. And when I seen your channel, I don't get on YouTube a lot, but I seen you said, I don't support Trump. Why do you? And I'm seeing all this stuff with Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones, of all people,
Oof.
going against the grain. I thought, you know what? I want to find out why she doesn't support Trump. So why do you not support Trump anymore?
Well, for starters, I never supported him, mostly because he's a crass individual. Like, and the way he speaks about women just never did it for me, especially in the 2016 presidential debates, where he had negative remarks to say about Megyn Kelly. And God fucking, I don't know how that woman ever supported him. That drives me crazy. I have more self respect or more respect for Megyn Kelly than she had for herself back in 2016 to support him for as long as she did. But no, as of right now, with his current presidency, I don't support somebody that violates articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
Mm. That's something to definitely think about. I would like to say for any of your listeners that are holding true to Trump, that they should do their research and they should have an intellectual debate with you, because you you know what you're talking about. You're very intelligent and you've done the research, and you may be on to something. It actually sounds like you are on to something. I just know for me that when it came down to voting for Kamala or Trump, I was going to vote for Trump because I felt like if we had Kamala in office, we would have already been invaded by now. And I felt like Trump would keep us safer. And you know, I do feel like, I don't know if you believe in the Bible, but I feel like that we are in biblical end times. And I know that Trump just announced that he was anointed by Jesus Christ to
Yeah, that's
bring about
blasphemy.
Armageddon. So
Ooh, super
I'm sorry.
blasphemous. I said that's super blasphemous.
Yeah, so I would like to all of your people watching your channel to say that you better get ready. If you don't believe in Jesus, or you do, some people call him Yeshua, some people call him the Most High, some people call him God, some people don't believe in him at all, but get ready, because everything that I went through during the Biden administration, other people are going to start experiencing it too. I don't even think it matters at this point who is the president. I think that people are going to start waking up and they're going to notice a very different America a lot sooner. Like for the people that are still asleep, I'm very much awoke. I don't too much try to follow the politics and stuff anymore. I've just been focused on healing for the last, December will be 5 years. So I've been working on healing. I've been in a lot of therapy. I go to a lot of group meetings, and I share my story with a lot of women about how do you not go back to your predator, because a lot of these girls get brainwashed and they go back. And so for me, I wasn't actually trafficked as an adult. I was trafficked as a child, but I've always been passionate about it. And so I used to rescue some of society's most broken women, like I said, hence the homeless women. And then I upset people, and they wanted to stop me. And that is why, for anybody that questions, why would the Marines come rescue me in Tennessee? Because during the Biden administration, we were overran and understaffed and
Guys, I
underpaid
just
in
want
law
to let you know
enforcement.
that the
And
Marines do
it
not
took
protect
some
private
really tough
citizens, and
guys
neither do
to
the
save
Navy
my life.
members.
And yes, I was indeed
Navy would
rescued by,
only
it
look
only
at
took one
protecting
United
private
States Marine, but once
citizens
I
if
got
they
to where
were
I was going, they made sure I was
near
safe.
naval bases
And
or
I've
near
been
naval
in a lot of
waters.
different
She's
programs, and I've got to
going
meet
on
a
about
lot of the
something.
types of women that I rescued by
No,
myself.
well,
You
no,
know,
Jenny,
that
she
I
can't
would
hear
go
me.
in. Once I found out where a girl was, I didn't have time to fall asleep.
Okay.
I just had to save her life by any means necessary. If that meant I had to die. And so I did. And
Yeah.
I think people are going to be really happy that I
Oh,
called into your
mercy.
channel, because I haven't said anything publicly in over 4 years. I don't have a social media. I don't have a Facebook. I do have a YouTube channel, but there's nothing on there. And I think this is me kind of, I guess, sharing my testimony. I definitely, I wasn't against Biden, but once he became president, I wasn't for him because I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it with my own eyes. I had friends in law enforcement, and
Okay.
I heard things with my own ears. And so I would like to say that I think that the people that call into your channel, they need to actually be willing to have an intellectual debate and
Agreed.
voice their opinion and let you voice yours. And either instead of being disrespectful or just having closed ears and closed eyes, maybe open their eyes and open their ears to what you're having to say. Because from somebody that had been involved in something for 16 years, you're telling me something I didn't even know.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
how can
Well,
I say you're wrong and I'm not going to listen to you when you have more knowledge about a situation that I've been involved in for 16 years?
correct. And I also encourage everybody to double check everything that I said. Well, I appreciate you, man. So sorry.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you, ma'am. You have a great day, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Thanks. No, Papa, that's not funny. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? No. Guys, if you are new here, be sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We do have gifts, superfans, subscriptions, memberships, super chats, bits, subscriptions, all available across all the platforms. Please consider helping me out. Education is not free. Don't make me do free labor. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
What's good?
Pretty sure a lot. How old are you?
I am of no obligation to tell you that.
Okay, have a
However,
good one. I'm also under no obligation to talk to you. So there is that part. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
19.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. That's all I have to say. He's
Okay.
fucking destroying democracy. It's done.
Have
That's
a good
all.
one. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
FDJT. No, I don't think they were 19. Who knows? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
This is Joe.
Huh?
Hello?
Hi.
Whose number is it? Yeah, who's it?
I don't know. Your mom's?
Okay. I was saying I got that.
Did you find me
I
yet?
got the wrong number.
Okay. Thank you for calling thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 18 years old.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I'm supporting the conservative movement. I don't know about Donald Trump specifically.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for people that know that they still support Donald Trump. So have a good one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to debate you on some.
I made my line clear. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okie dokie. Thank you for calling. Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Awesome. How old are
Hello?
you?
I'm 19.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I don't support pedophiles.
W. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? How old are you? Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very good today.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 35 years old.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You're damn right. I'm supporting Donald Trump. You got a problem with that?
No. Just want to ask you some questions. Can we do that?
Well, go ahead and ask. Go ahead and ask away, little missy.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Okay. What's he done that's earned your continued support?
Well, first off, the first thing that he done, he started getting rid of all them stank ass Mexicans. And I appreciate that very much.
Just Mexicans? Weird.
I mean,
You know what?
he's
Actually, they
fucking
might
crazy.
appreciate that because now that healthcare is going to be universal and free across all of Mexico instead of just being left up to their regions of Mexico, I think they'll be pretty happy to get universal healthcare instead of paying our private healthcare system. So, you know what? W Mexico getting free healthcare. I think that's
Well, I tell you
awesome.
what, since you like that Mexico so much, why don't you go ahead and move on up there yourself, young lady?
Move up there?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and move on down to Mexico yourself, young lady?
You're
Get
right. It would
yourself
be
that free
south.
health care.
That is true. No, see, I actually want our country to get better, which is why I speak out so heavily about our country. And I speak about things that I think can be improved upon. And so when I mention that a country that is, about, we'll just say, I'm trying to get the right math, about 3/5 our size, then yeah, and they get it first. Yeah, it's kind of something to point out, especially when like countries like India that are way bigger than us, right? India has the largest population in the world, and they have universal health care. It's insane.
Well, if you're saying they got the largest population in the world, this is what I'm saying. Donald Trump's got a King Kong ding dong, and you can go ahead and
Nope, we're just cutting that. I like, guys, I knew that was probably a troll. Just wanted to see where he was gonna go with it. Also, thank you, Clint. Thank you for calling the stream. You're a kid. Thank you, Clint, for the 15. Said, I don't know how you are able to keep a straight face with all of these Looney Tunes. A lot of practice. So I appreciate that, Clint. Thank you for not making me work free labor. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
21.
41?
21.
Oh, okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I want to talk about something a little different.
I would like you to answer my question.
Not really, no.
All right, thank you. Thank you for calling the stream.
Dang it, it's cutting out.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
27, 28.
Happy birthday?
Yeah, almost there.
Oh, okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I do.
Okay. What has Donald Trump done that's earned your continued support?
Well, there's been a few things. He's done quite a bit of bad. I won't deny that. But there's been, as far as like tax on no tips, no tax on overtime. It's also with this BS war going on that a lot of people support. That's not good. But in the end, it will do justice as far as pricing for oil and other exports.
You mean it'll just make people richer?
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, you can't really tax the rich because they use so many loopholes.
Yeah, it's why you change the laws and get rid of some of the loopholes.
I would agree with that, but I don't think that's necessarily ever going to happen with the amount of people inside of Congress and the Supreme Court. I don't think they're going to want that because insider trading, they're going to want to make more money for themselves.
Yeah, so that's why I support Josh Hawley's Honest Act, which I still don't know why they haven't moved it to the Senate floor when even
Is that the Don't
surprisingly,
Get Rich in Congress Act?
uh, no, it's the, sorry, I don't remember what the acronym stands for, but it was originally called the Pelosi Act when he first introduced it.
Ugh,
And then
I
he
don't like
renamed
that
it
name.
because he worked with. I actually see Nancy Pelosi was like, you could have kept it under my name. I still would have supported it. Which I mean, small W for Nancy Pelosi, but I mean, also she's retiring, so fuck her. At the same time, it's not going to affect her anymore. She don't care.
All right, mad
But no,
respect on
it
that.
basically stops them from trading in stocks, is what the Honest Act would do. As soon as like 90 days after it's signed into law, all congressmen and women would be cut off from engaging in stock trading. And then if they were to be reelected and before they got sworn back into Congress on January 3rd, they would have to divest all of their stocks.
So I got a question. So I'm all for that, but do you think because of the act we're going to see a mass uprising and people in Congress not
Oh,
wanting to do that?
just people like Rick Scott and the 6 other Republicans who voted against it. But because Josh
Um,
Hawley had a Democratic support, it did pass the committee, but it still hasn't been brought to the floor.
okay, I didn't know that. Who other than you said Josh Hawley? Who other than him didn't pass it? I am
Oh no,
completely
Josh
unaware of
Hawley
that.
did. Rick Scott is the one
Oh,
that voted
he did.
against it. Let me see.
So you said Rick Scott, and you said what, 6 other people?
Yeah. Halting
Okay, yeah, I
ownership
didn't know
in
that.
non-ethical stock transactions. That's what it stands for. Okay. So let's
And then
see. We can go to
also that
actions.
does that include their family members or children as well? Because I think that should be implemented.
Let's see.
Just because they work there and they can't do it doesn't mean they can't necessarily pass that information along, you know?
It talks about
So
family
I'd be all for that.
trusts, but let's see. An
You
interest
said
in a
family
small
trust.
business concern if the supervising ethics office determines that the small business concern does not present a conflict of interest, and in the case of an investment in a family farm or ranch that qualifies as an interest in a small business concern, a future or commodity directly related to the farming activities and products of the farm or ranch. Let's see about children.
Couldn't that be that itself? Couldn't that be a loophole though? Because like
They
what
removed the
you know,
spouse parts.
so like with that being said, like couldn't that be a
That's
loophole in itself? Because like people farm different things, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like would
No,
that
so
just be
yep,
an
certain
overall
assets of members of
generalization that
Congress, president, vice president, their spouses, and dependent children. So, yes, actually, they would be cut out of investing as well.
so I think I would be all for that. I think that's an excellent idea.
I agree.
So going back to, because I heard you mention, you know, the Epstein files earlier.
Very briefly.
So I'm still up in the air on this because I've heard things from, oh, this has been going on since Obama, maybe pre-Obama, as far as trying to get stuff investigated. This can go back to the 90s. I've heard, you know, oh, this started with Trump's organization, blah blah blah. So when did it actually start? Because my understanding was it was Trump who was the one who actually initiated the investigation.
No, the FBI had been investigating freaking Epstein since
Since Obama era
2008
before. So
or
yeah, Obama's
earlier. It might have been
administration.
2006. But no, no, the FBI has had files on Epstein for decades.
Yeah,
It's
since
insane.
since the 90s, even maybe the late 80s, you could probably,
Yeah, some people are
you
saying
know.
80s. So they've been thinking they've been it's been on the sideline a lot. So yeah, a lot of presidencies and a lot of administrations fell through as far as the FBI acting independently and actually doing anything. But
So couldn't that also be related to previous administrations, even before the Clintons? You know, because going back all the way to Eisenhower, he was the one who basically started, if I'm remembering correctly, started the CIA. So couldn't that just go further back even more? Maybe
CIA is not allowed to
it's not
operate
just a
within the
president.
continental United
Yeah.
States, so that's not.
So maybe not. It's not just a presidential thing. Maybe it's something a little further between, you know, CIA or FBI.
Well, for
Maybe they're the
one,
ones wanting to delay and not want to do it because it could expose some of their agents who are working, so to speak.
dude, the fuck would I know about that? I'm just talking about right now. I don't know why we
No,
have to go to
I'm
Eisenhower. That's weird.
I know I'm just spitballing because this can go back multiple presidencies, not just with an Epstein, but people before him. So this could be a lot bigger thing, and this is just the face of it. That's where I was kind of getting at, because I don't think it's. I mean, yeah,
Bro,
Trump
I
was
don't even
probably
think
involved.
that, hold on. I don't even think Epstein was old enough to be doing shit when Eisenhower was president. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, you're totally right on that. But think about this: the
That's so
person who
dumb.
taught
No,
P.
then stop.
Diddy.
Then stop. Then stop. Then
No,
absolutely the fuck
just
stop.
no, because the person who groomed and taught P. Diddy.
Done. I can't. Like, the fuck over, my guy. Like, Eisenhower and Epstein. People are dumb. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 20 something. I would like to kind of remain anonymous, but I'm a real person and I'm not here to troll. I want to have a genuine conversation with you.
Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
So I think supporting this is where like people get mixed up, right? Because if you're starting off a conversation with, do you support this person? If you don't support them, then I'm going to hate on you and I'm going to shut down everything you say. That's not the right way to do it.
Okay.
I think the
Well,
best
then have a
question
good
to
one.
ask.
I'm sorry. I'm not engaging in that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
You're a kid. Sorry, I'm not engaging in. That's not the right way to start off a conversation. No, I want you to answer a yes or no question. Are you still supporting Donald Trump? And then let's continue. Like, that's how these, like, I can't. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm 20-something. I would like to kind of remain.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Is this Pizza Hut?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I just turned 18 like a week ago.
Okay. And are you supporting Donald Trump?
I kind of straddle the fence on this. I was watching your stream and so many people were being rude to you, and I was like, okay, that's not cool. But I really straddle the fence on this anymore.
Thank you, Nora.
Like, it's just getting out of hand.
You mean like Donald Trump is getting out of hand, or?
Donald Trump's getting out of hand, his people are getting out of hand, and the MAGA supporters are also getting out of hand. Like, it's not okay anymore.
Yeah, I don't really disagree with you on that one.
I mean, some of the things he's done aren't that bad. And then some of the things he's done, it's like, oh my God, what is this? Like, I feel like the deportations and stuff, like deporting criminals and stuff, I feel like that's okay. Like, as long as you have solid evidence, like, oh, that person's a criminal, yeah, we don't need them in our country. Like, we have children here, we have women, we have people here who need, like, to not be around that much violence, and it's terrible. But the violence against people who are just here to work and to, like, make money for their families and stuff is, like, just deporting them and being violent toward them and their families is just not okay at all.
No, and I tell people this every day that yes, I support the deportation of convicted criminals that are undocumented or even have just visa status or anything like that to no longer be in the United States as long as they haven't, gone through their citizenship. I agree with that one. Almost nobody has a problem with that, but of course that's not what's happening, unfortunately.
Sadly, no. A lot of people are just getting way too violent with each other, especially over political views. And I feel like a lot of those aggressors are starting to become on the MAGA side, because the minute you say something about Donald Trump, it's like, oh, well, then you're a racist. Oh, well, then you're a bad person. Oh, well, you're going to hell, sweetie. And it's like, no, it's an opinion.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree with you there. I couldn't say much on that one, so.
Yeah, but it's just, I think that you're doing really good with your debates, and I just wanted to call in because I can't stay long, but you're doing very good with your debates, and I like what you have to say, and I hope you keep going with this.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a lovely day.
You too. Bye. Guys, if you are new here and you haven't already, be sure to hit that follow or that subscribe button, depending on which platform you are. Normally, I would read through super chats and stuff, but I only got one bit or, some bits over from Phantom saying hello to me and happy Monday. So, guys, if you would like to send in a super chat, those are available. And then we have direct pay links, Venmo and Cash App, Mermaid RE0, if you guys want to support, because this kind of labor should not be free. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
I turned 19 2 days ago.
Okay, so what's your date of birth? Hey. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
What's up?
How old are you?
How you doing?
Also, W
28.
Capo. 28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
God, no.
All right. Well, thank you. And I almost forgot to say thank you again to Capo for the 10 gifted subs. I do appreciate you coming in here and sending those. If you guys received a gifted sub from Capo, be sure to say thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you?
20 something. I'd prefer not to say, just like the last guy.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What exactly has Donald Trump done to earn your continued support?
I would start off with supporting the Second Amendment. As you have a caller ID 720, I'm guessing you live somewhere around Colorado.
Sure, why not?
As you know, on April 1st,
Dude, let me stop you right now.
ban.
I'm not talking about like state specific politics.
Correct.
Cool.
But it's
So I don't
still
care
a
about you
part
trying to
of-
bring up Colorado real quick.
If it's still not a part of federal,
Oh, goodness. No. Are you telling me that somehow Donald Trump influenced a Colorado policy that was enacted on April 1st or something?
no.
Oh,
it'd be
okay.
Jared.
So then that's irrelevant to the conversation that we were just having.
It's actually not.
Then it is if it's not something that he influenced and you could point to the way that he
Something that could
influenced.
become
It
federal.
is. Oh,
And something that Trump could influence on states, then technically it is.
so you're not capable of understanding what I just said or boundaries?
What boundaries? Like the Second
Yeah.
Amendment boundaries that
No,
state
that's not
that-
what I said. What did I say? What did I say I'm not talking about?
What are you not talking about?
Yeah,
States?
so you weren't listening. Cool beans. Thank you. Yeah, I literally just was clear on what I wasn't talking about. I'm sorry you weren't listening for whatever reason, which is quite annoying, honestly. All right.
You're awesome.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I literally just was clear.
Okay. Guys, if you're new, be sure to hit that follow button or hit that subscribe button. If you are watching over on TikTok and you haven't already, send in your daily heart me. Let's get these team members up. And guys, on TikTok, can we focus on lighting up the gift gallery? That would be fantastic. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what's he done so far that's earned your continued support?
I really agree with his immigration, border patrol ideas. I know there's no policy for that, but I do believe that we're on a good path to, getting rid of criminals that are undocumented and putting them in prisons.
Okay. We've always deported individuals that are immigrants that have committed crimes and have been convicted of said crimes.
Okay, so you agree with my point on that?
Sir, there's nothing to agree with. It's just what has always been done. And I also said that
Yeah.
like 2 calls ago.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing is, I think the Iran war is, very beneficial for us long term.
American soldiers dying is beneficial for the United States long term.
I didn't say the soldiers dying. I meant like the war itself. Right now, temporarily, it might be not benefiting us due to the high prices of gas and everything. But I think long term, it's gonna bring us good revenue for the economy.
It's going to bring us revenue for the economy. No, it's just going to make the oil owners, the CEOs, richer.
Well, I feel like his point on that is pretty good. That gives people opportunities. You get to have more jobs. You can be a part of the economy better.
Do you not understand how much of a dangerous job it is to work at oil fields?
I know, but there's definitely capable people that do it every day.
I'm
and I
not saying
think
that there isn't, and I commend the people that do it, but it's not made for everybody. So are you saying that individuals that want to try to get a college education, instead of doing that, they should work in an oil industry just because those are the jobs that will be available, in your opinion?
No, the oil, no. There's many other jobs that people can do, but I definitely commend those that do work in the oil industry, and I think those people are professionals, and they actually somewhat, a lot of people have like the work-life balance. They get to come home for a couple weeks, and then they get back to work for a couple weeks, So I don't think people hate it.
Okay. See,
You agree?
CEOs making more money does not automatically equate to them making more jobs or even paying living wages. Hey, King.
So another reason with the Iran war I think is beneficial is because we're preventing them from, developing nuclear weapons, which could definitely harm us in the long term.
They weren't making nuclear weapons.
Potentially, they could be able to if
Yeah,
we have an
so could any other country.
But Iran is a very how would I describe it? The IRGC is very corrupt, and they could destabilize the Middle East. Especially they're killing their own civilians and stuff. That too.
Sir, the United States has killed their own civilians. That's not really a good thing. But can you address the fact, like, instead of you diverting the conversation or going off track, can we go back and address the fact that CEO is making more money does not automatically equate to more jobs?
Um, I would disagree with that because I think if a CU is making more money, then that would equal more jobs for the average person.
How did that work out under the previous sorry, we'll just go back when
The
the
Biden.
TCJA was first signed into law, and we saw, right, that tax rates went down, right? So CEOs were making more money, and instead of them passing off their wealth to either paying their employees more or hiring more people, they reinvested back into their own stocks.
I think that's a deep crackdown. I think there's definitely corrupt politicians and CEOs that do stuff like this. And I
That's
think
not
we need a better
politicians, those
way.
are CEOs. Those aren't
CEOs,
politicians.
I
I'm
meant,
talking about
not politicians.
CEOs.
CEOs, I meant. I believe that we need a way to crack down on the CEOs that do that. We need better policies on how we can prevent that from happening in the future. But I definitely think that it does equate to more jobs, but just not the right CEO. So I think we would need to work on changing how the vetting process to finding the correct people is this job.
Wait, so you want to federalize CEOs of companies?
No.
No.
All I'm saying is we should have a better background check on CEOs that could be capable of doing
What
harm.
is the vetting process for a CEO at Ford?
I guess better security, background checks, and just making sure that they have a good history.
How are you going to background the check that CEOs give themselves raises? Oh, are you going to give yourself a raise? Is that what we're doing?
I think there's definitely some sort of security that needs to be involved into
How would
just
you
focus
enforce that?
CEOs.
How would the federal government enforce that?
Well, if I knew, I would have been there myself enforcing it. But I'm saying
Yeah.
that
Sir, do you think that that's something Donald Trump would do, is make sure that CEOs make less money?
not necessarily because I don't think Donald Trump's a good candidate either. I think that he has some things to work on, but I don't think there's a better candidate out there at this time that could
There
definitely
is
better
no
Donald.
other candidate that can take over the office of the presidency, sir.
Not right now, like on the next election. I mean,
Sir, Donald Trump can't run again.
no, not Donald Trump. I meant somebody else that could be just like a better fit. That's what I'm saying. Like I only see the Republicans as like the best fit. I don't see any Democratic candidates that could. I think JD Vance would be a good president next time around.
You're ridiculous. The JD Vance who couldn't even secure a deal with the Iranian leaders about ending the war. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. He's a
But that
great
wasn't
presidential candidate. He's not popular enough.
but that deal didn't go
How
through
many
because
times
it
has
was
JD
on.
Vance changed his name?
I'm not exactly sure how many times.
3 times. JD Vance isn't even his name.
Okay, so who do you think would be a better candidate than him?
Someone that doesn't change his name every 5 seconds. Like, I'm glad Nikki Haley announced that she wasn't going to run again because I thought it was very interesting that she changed her name just to run for political office.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly losing hope in the Trump administration, and I'm just kind of like trying to find a reason to switch over to the right side, like the Democratic side, because I really like how you guys are just uniting, and I just feel like the Republicans, it's just all over the place. I love how united the community and the Democratic side is, and you all believe in the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then just start
So,
reading policies.
yeah. Do you know what type of policy I should read? You get a better understanding.
No, just read their policies on their websites. Do you know what state? Or sorry, do you know what district you fall in? Your congressional district?
I'm in California, Sacramento. That's where I'm at.
I'm pretty sure Sacramento's kind of broken up between districts, so I couldn't tell you. What you do is you can go to somewhere like, well, you could actually just type in your zip code on Google and type in your zip code, congressional candidates, and it'll pull up who's running in your area. Primarily go to Ballotpedia, and then from Ballotpedia, you can click on the candidates and then click on their campaign website. It'll link you right over to them. I encourage you to do that. And then read the policies for yourself and see what you vibe with the most. You're welcome.
You're awesome.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, Meg, but I do agree. The Democrats are not a uniparty. They are not united. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Ari, can I borrow 5? Luca, I can give you back the 5 you just gave me. Yay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Okay. Supporters say Donald Trump boosted the economy, cut taxes, prioritized U.S. jobs, and took a strong stance in global affairs. Yeah, except that's not true. I do know that's what they say, but thank you, Chanel. Hi, how are you? Hello? Hi, are you there?
Pass.
Huh?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm busting.
Huh? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Shut your stupid ass up. Trump gonna beat your motherfucking ass. I'ma report your page, bitch,
go
you
ahead.
four-eyed motherfucker.
Go ahead.
I'm sick of your bitch ass talking about
Yeah.
Trump. He gonna send the blackout
Did
for
I
your
hurt your
bitch
feelings?
ass. You poor white trash bitch.
Yeah, I understand. I think this was for her. We'll go ahead and play this real quick. Did I hurt your princess feelings saying fuck, fuck, fuck? Did I hurt your princess feelings saying... Yeah, I think that fit her. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep,
Awesome. How old are you?
38.
All right. Are you still supporting Trump?
Neither of your sides are good.
Okay. They're not my
I think
sides,
you and I
but
have very
okay.
different reasons for not supporting him. I'm guessing yours is more about how you feel and vibes, and I'm more frustrated with what he's actually doing.
I don't support any president that violates articles and amendments of the Constitution.
So
I
you
hope
don't support
that
any of them, right?
helps.
Because we have every single president since Bush has declared war and taken war actions without the approval of Congress. I assume that applies to Obama.
Sir, that doesn't necessarily apply. Like, while I don't agree with what happened in Libya, there was actual law signed into power by Congress on September 13th, 2001 that authorized what he did there. And I still think it was shit, but that actually wasn't against the Constitution. Perhaps if you'd read it, you would
Every single
know.
one of them has violated the Constitution. You don't think that the Patriot Act
Sure,
has violated
specify what they violated of it and specify how. I can actually point to a direct court ruling, right? And the fact that Donald Trump is actively ignoring multiple court rulings across the United States of America, which is a direct violation of his Article 2, Article 3, and Article 6 duties.
All right, and those are fair. What about his ties to Israel and every administration's ties to Israel and their never-ending attempts to support anything Israel does?
Yeah, I
irrelevant
don't
of genocide,
support the
irrelevant
Israeli
of
government. I hope
anything
that helps. That has nothing to do with it. I don't support the Israeli government.
No, but if you're not calling out those things
Guys,
specifically,
his
they are
volume is
making the
low
majority
for
of the calls
me.
regarding our
For those that are
government.
like, turn him
So
up.
that should be your first criticism of Donald Trump, as well as every other president.
No,
that
my
ever existed.
first criticism of
Let's
Donald
go back
Trump
to
is
JFK.
always going to be the Constitution because I think that that's the backbone of our country. And the moment that you violate that and start treating it like it's toilet paper, then that's a fucking problem, and that's what he does.
They've all done that. Every single one of them.
Again, you haven't
JFK, the
provided
only
me anything
president-
on that, but okay.
all these illegal wars. Every single one of these wars.
Again, I've already explained it to you, and you're still wrong.
No, I'm not wrong, Peanut. They are illegal. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, sure. Because
Yeah,
you've
I
never
mean,
read,
it's okay.
you've
Sometimes
never read
it
the
means
law
you
that was
can't
passed by
talk
Congress.
when you talk
Yeah, you've never read the law that was passed by Congress on September 13th, 2001, after the attacks of September 11th. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah, September 11th, which also was orchestrated primarily by Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I'm aware of who most of the nationals were. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, is this Pizza Hut?
You want a large pepperoni
Nigga,
pizza?
tell me.
You calling for a large pepperoni pizza? Can I get your
Yeah.
credit card number? It's gonna be $21.99. Can I get your credit card number?
Sure.
What is it?
6741 67.
Yeah? It's a great
67.
credit card number. It's 6 sevens all the
Yeah,
way.
it is.
Yeah.
67.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
What has Donald Trump done since he's been back in office that's earned your continued support?
You're awesome.
Nigger.
Oh, wow. You ended it yourself. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'll suck your pussy.
No. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello, how are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
33. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I mean, I don't vote or anything at all. I've never voted. But my opinion on him, I think he's doing really well. I mean, he's the first president I've decided to actually, like, follow a little bit. And I like what he's doing. I mean, I think he's protecting us mostly.
How?
You know what I mean? I mean, he's sticking up for us. He's not letting anybody run over us. We're not trying to pull in more debt than we were.
Our debt has increased $3 trillion since Donald Trump has been president. He allowed Israel to pull us into another war in the Middle East.
Okay. And then also we're trying to get rid of all the illegal immigrants, which I think is good. Do you think that's good as well? Or
Sir, every administration has always focused on, or had ICE focus on, deporting people. It's nothing new.
Right, but this is like a really huge scale compared to the last, 15
Yeah,
years?
no, I don't think
It's
it's a
never
good thing that
this
as a
big on a
result
scale.
of the increase in ICE officers and CBP officers being hired, that we've now lost the lives of 4 American citizens.
Oh, okay, I do understand that. But I mean, the people that are following ICE and like mocking them, I think,
That's allowed under
you
the
know, they should
First
see it.
Amendment. Do you not agree with the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
I mean, I do agree with that, but I mean, if you do that with a cop, he's going to do the same thing every day.
No, that would actually be a violation of the First Amendment, and it would be a violation of the right to due process. You can stand in front of a cop and you can mock them all day long. They are not allowed to take an aggressive action towards you.
Have you ever been in trouble with the law before? Have you ever had to deal with them like firsthand before?
Sir, again, they're not allowed to do it. Just because it happens doesn't make it legal.
Right, but they do.
Again, just
You
because it
know, not
happens
saying it's right,
doesn't
it's
make it
wrong.
legal. And also, can you tell
Right.
me
But
what does mocking somebody allot the death penalty?
mocking them allow the death penalty?
Yes, that was what you said, that
No, I
they
mean,
were mocking ICE.
did
Following
did
somebody and
somebody
mocking
mock somebody
somebody,
and get
that
killed for
deserves
it?
the death penalty.
Who mocked somebody and got killed over it?
Technically that would have been Renee Good,
No, that
Alex
wasn't. She
Preddy.
tried to use her car and run the guy over.
And guess what, sir? We have case law from the Supreme Court of the United States of America that says that he wasn't allowed to shoot somebody that was driving a vehicle.
Yeah, but that's a weapon, a two-ton weapon.
Also, sir, it's also against the
Yes,
Department
ma'am.
of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security's own policies that say you do not walk in front of a vehicle that is on and running, nor are you allowed to shoot somebody that is driving a vehicle, because you don't know what
Right.
that vehicle is going to do when you've incapacitated or killed the driver.
Yep.
So he violated his own policy, he violated the letter of the law itself, and he also violated Supreme Court law, specifically Brousseau v. Haugen, which expressly states that if the officer makes his own jeopardy, right? So officer-induced jeopardy does not excuse and does not allow for excessive use of force or use of deadly force. So his own officer-induced jeopardy, by walking in front of her vehicle, not once, but twice, standing in front of a vehicle that was on and running in front of a vehicle, does not excuse his action to use deadly force. Again, officer-induced jeopardy does not excuse the action.
But at the same time, like, it was all a quick, fast thing. I mean, it all
Doesn't
happened.
matter.
Her
Do you know what?
girlfriend got out of the
How many
car.
shots did?
Her
Hold
girlfriend
on.
was trying
Stop.
to get into
Stop.
the car.
Yeah,
right?
and the doors were locked because of the ICE officer on the other side. How many shots did Officer Ross fire?
I have no idea what, 3 or 4.
3. Do you know which
3.
one?
There you
Which
go.
shots were through the front driver's window, and which one were through the windshield, and which one were through the driver's side window?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, so one shot, the very first shot, was through the windshield of the vehicle. And then
The
the
front
next
windshield?
two, yes, the next two were through the driver's side open window. The third shot is what killed her. The third shot, the next 2 shots were completely unjustified. You can give some level of justification for the very first shot, just some. But as soon as the vehicle is cleared, his body, all of the other shots are 1,000% unjustified. And the third shot was what was found to have killed her. And so therefore, yes, he committed murder and deserves to go to fucking
I
jail.
can understand you from that point of view, but how fast did all that happen? Do you know, like, exactly how many seconds it took?
It doesn't
for that
matter.
whole thing to
Brousseau
start to
v.
finish?
Haugen. I'm going to help you out with something. So you have, Brousseau v. Haugen. Supreme Court decision. Officer-induced jeopardy does not authorize the use of deadly force.
Okay, but I mean, you're saying the first one was okay, right? What you're saying?
No,
But,
I said
I
it.
mean, the
You
other,
could reason
you said
it away
it
as
was
being okay, sir.
reasonable.
Don't. No,
Right,
you
right.
can give. I will lend
Okay.
it some justice to it being
Okay.
okay, but it is still not okay because it violated Department of Justice, violated DHS's own policies, and it violated existing case law. It's still not
Right.
okay, but I will
Okay.
lend it some level of credibility.
Some is okay for the first one, but I mean, I'm just saying Do you know like how many seconds it took for all three of them to actually happen? What was it?
About 3 seconds, but that
1.1
doesn't matter.
seconds?
Are you
3
familiar
seconds.
with
So it's a
Barnes v.
boom, boom, boom,
Felix?
right? And it's quick,
Barnes
fast,
v.
and in a hurry.
Felix. Stop. Barnes v. Felix, 2025 SCOTUS. Are you familiar with that?
I don't know what that is. No, I have no idea. I'm just
So
talking
that's
about this
another
situation,
SCOTUS
this time
ruling?
that happened.
Yes, sir. And I know you want to focus on what exactly happened in that exact moment, but that doesn't matter because Barnes v. Felix, Supreme Court ruling of 2025, says that you don't focus on what just happened in that moment. You focus on the totality of the circumstances. So everything leading up, everything that happened in the middle, and then everything that happened after. And you can tell at a certain point that it was literally, guess what? At a certain point, it was premeditated because after he shot her 3 times, he said fucking bitch when she crashed her fucking car. The third shot is what killed her. The totality of the circumstances, sir, is what fucks him over. Also, your background noise is pissing me the fuck off. Can you get away from whoever's talking to you?
That's just Stevie. No, we're good. I just appreciate the conversation. I'm glad to hear an opposite side. I appreciate your talk, though. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a great night. Thank you for talking to me.
You too. Oh, racers, I know you really love me so much. You're like obsessed. You're in my comments like every fucking night. Go get a life. Anyways, guys, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Hey, Jeff. And guys, we still have yet to clear my live goal over on TikTok. And I will read the super chats when we're closer to the end of the live. So guys, please consider sending them. And then I haven't seen anything else come through on the direct pay links, but if you guys can, I do appreciate you so much for being here. Oh, you're fine, Jeff. I said hi. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
That's underage. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Shut your four-eyed Thelma looking
Aw,
ass up.
I
You look like
know.
Thelma.
Here we go. I got this. I'm glad you called back. Fuck. Saying did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck, fuck, fuck. Did I hurt your Did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck, fuck, fuck. Did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck, fuck. Did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck, fuck. Did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck. Did I hurt your princess feelings? 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 Saying did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck, fuck, fuck. Did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck. Saying fuck. Did I hurt your princess feelings? Saying fuck, fuck, fuck. Sorry, it's always useful to just do that and just let that go on. It's so much fun. It's so much fun when that happens, but for some reason, they're still here and they're still screaming on the phone, so I guess we'll just do this. They want to be around so much. I guess they can listen to me do this. Thank you, Gustavo. Gustavo for the 5 said, I currently work at a chemical plant and I can tell you we are terribly underpaid, overworked, 60 to 70 hours a week, barely getting by. I am sorry to hear that, Gustavo. Thank you so much for the 5. I'm sure that means a lot for you. And yes, thank you, Hank. Same. I mean, if you just sit and listen, Chanel, if you want me to go through everything about what people claim about Donald Trump, it's going to be a lot more than $6 for me to go through everything. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How
Awesome.
are you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
I am 32.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I never started, but actually the reason I called, and I can't believe I actually got through, this is the first time I'm actually seeing this kind of stream where you take calls, and the way you're doing it, that is amazing. This is like the most beautiful concept I've seen in a long time.
Oh, thank you. I mean, some of it is entertainment because people say crazy stuff.
Yeah, and speaking of entertainment, since we are going there, and I did hear a little bit about the
Thank you,
police
Tara.
thing too, I do want to mention on the other gentleman that did say cops in my opinion, are not being trained properly. Our education system is already down in the dumps, so it doesn't really matter where the training and everything is coming from at this point because nobody's doing anything. I've always said that it's not really the government that's bad, it's the people that are running it. And if they're all running after money, collecting like Pokemon cards, money is another system which is
Yeah.
corrupted to hell. So I'm just here to talk about the basics and just kind of compliment on you on your everything that you're doing over here.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good night, okay?
I hope you have a better one, no exceptions.
Thank you.
Right.
W. Tara for the 25 said, just for being you, thanks, Ari. Well, thank you, Tara. I appreciate that. All right. Guys, can we clear out the gift goal real quick? There's only 11 donuts left, and I would love it if we can clear the gift goal and focus on lighting up the gift gallery. Or hitting up the direct pay links. Thank you for calling the stream.
Hi,
Hi, how old are you?
I am 21 years old and I have a few questions for you.
Let me ask you this. Are you still supporting Trump?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. And what year did you graduate high school?
I graduated high school back in
19. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I like black men.
WU, there's a dating site for that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I am 30.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you, I'll be respectful about it, but I wanted to ask, what's your view on Democratic Party?
Like, I wish that we had more than a two-party system. And
So I'm not sure if you are aware of Minnesota right now, but we're a Democratic state, obviously. So what's going down right now is they're legalizing bathhouses. The council of Minnesota is.
I'm not talking. I said this like earlier in the live, and I guess I'll repeat it again real quick.
Okay, go
I'm
for
not
it, then.
talking about state-specific policies. If you want to talk to somebody about what's happening in Minnesota, I'm sure there is a streamer somewhere that is in Minnesota that
Yeah,
will
the
talk
biggest
to you. Just
Democratic state. Yep.
yeah. Again,
Yep.
I'm sure that there is somebody that lives in Minnesota that goes on live stream that you can ask questions to. I don't know anything about. Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Thank you for calling the stream. Hello. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you? Yeah. Guys, if you're over on TikTok, we should have already been at 150,000 likes in 2 minutes from now. So can we get to booping the screen? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 30.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I currently am.
Okay. What's he done that's earned your continued support so far? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Hi.
Epstein stuck it in my butthole.
That sucks for you. Shouldn't laugh about that shit, my guy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep,
How old are you?
25.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Okay. What's he done so far that's earned your continued support?
Well, my man's made the Space Force, and that shit's pretty kind of cool.
Cool. Did you join?
It has GPS tracking.
Did you join Space
Sees
Force?
missiles around the. Huh?
Did you join Space Force?
Hell no.
Oh, well then
Why
that's
would I
kind of
do that
irrelevant
shit?
if it just sounds
I
cool to
would.
you.
Hell no, I would never join that shit.
Oh, okay.
And he's rich. That
Anything
influences
else?
me to get the bag. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, have a good one then. All right, we're going to do this. Bear with me, guys. Going well. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
In some ways, yes. Some ways, no.
Okay, what's he done
To be
so far
completely
to
honest.
earn? Yeah, that's fine. What's he done to earn your continued support?
Well, to be completely honest, I've heard a lot of kind of issues that have come around with basically how he's running the country. In a lot of ways, it can seem like he's going in an authoritarian type of I guess method. However, I have seen personally, being that I served in the military, I have seen that a lot of the ways that the prior administrations have functioned are not necessarily the best when it comes to dealing with other types of scenarios. When it comes to immediate action, I feel like he has definitely hit on the bar. Now, in some aspect of the immediate action, I don't know really where I should feel about that, just because, well, it doesn't seem humanitarian or anything like that. And on the other hand, as a show of force, showing of force is definitely something that would make the United States once again and always the strongest country in the nation, because we do have the capabilities. It's just that we've had such a weak grouping.
So violating the United States Constitution is okay just because it is a show of force?
In what way are we violating the United States Constitution?
Sure. The War Powers Act, right, had an imminent threat clause within it, right? Because only Congress has the ability to declare war. And since none of the, we'll just say the terrorist organizations that Iran funds have ever been tied back to
Well, it wasn't the Harris,
9/11,
it was Biden
I'm
administration.
still, sir, I'm talking about what's happening right now. And we're talking about Iran. Cool. So when it comes to, thank you, Leon. When it comes to Trump and the Wars Power Act and Congress, right? Even what was signed back on September 13, 2001, that authorized very specific use of force only in regards to people that were tied back to the terrorist act on 9/11, right? Iran has never been tied to them ever. And it's been 25 years almost. I'm
They've
so,
been tied
stop,
to them through
stop.
proxies.
They have never been tied to them. So that act cannot be used to okay what's happening right now. It didn't, the imminent threat test has not been passed. I believe it's called the Caroline test or Catherine test. I can't remember which one it is exactly. So forgive me, guys, but it's one of them. It's Catherine or Caroline, right? It didn't pass that muster. So him unilaterally deciding to bomb Iran, in fact, was against and a violation of the first article of the United States Constitution because it overstepped his duties of under Article 2, the executive branch, violated the second article of the United States Constitution. And because he overstepped, it also violated Article 6, which was his oath of office to uphold and honor the Constitution. Caroline, thank you. thick. The Constitution and the other branches of government.
So I have a question for you. Does the Constitution only apply to the United States of America, or does it apply to other countries?
The United States Constitution only applies to the U.S., yes.
Okay. So, with that being said, how in the world are we going to be able to uphold the United States Constitution in other countries?
You
If they have,
don't,
if there are
because they're
foreign
their own.
interests,
Are they their own sovereign nation?
well, that is absolutely correct.
Okay,
Now,
cool. So are we
are
somehow
they
the people that
committing,
are supposed to be in
ma'am,
putting our
if you would
own?
allow me, respectfully, if you would allow me, are they committing acts of violence and acts of genocide in any way, shape, or form? You do understand what an act of genocide is,
Cool.
correct?
Yeah. So here they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we can acknowledge that Iran does stupid, fucked up shit. Absolutely, the fuck yes. But according to the Geneva Conventions, I'm going to help you out with something. Guess what?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
They police themselves, you dumbass! It's not up to the United States of America!
Ma'am?
Who doesn't? No. I don't care what you
If you
appreciate,
didn't-
okay? I truly don't care what you appreciate. I want you to answer this one question. I want you to answer one question here. Okay. Who designated the United States of America? No, stop talking. Stop talking. Good job. I said stop talking. I'm going to ask you one question, and I only want an answer to this one question. Stop. Who designated the United States of America to be the world police? Who elected us to that position?
Let me ask you this as a rebuttal
Nope.
question.
Not going to do that. I answered your question without turning it around and asking a question, even though I really wanted to. I did not, right? So you're not going to do the same thing. So now we're going to try this again. I'm going to repeat my question, and I want just a direct answer to this question. Who designated or elected the United States of America to be the world police?
I will rebuttal your question with the question.
I already said no. Your comprehension is lacking. I didn't do that to you. I answered your questions. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hi, how are you?
Hi, good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I am 38 and calling actually from Europe, from Central Europe, as, you know, a bit of a change.
Yeah, what country? I saw the country code, but I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it's Poland actually,
Poland?
the heart of Europe, let's say.
Yeah, kind of. I can see that.
Yes, I mean, first of all, I just wanted to maybe make a little bit of a change to to the program because I really admire your patience because I mean, I really don't want to be rude, but the people that keep on calling you, it's just for me and something that, you know, this is why I'm calling actually, because I wanted to share a perspective and maybe a bit of a different one because, you know, normally we Europeans sleep at that hour. So, but however, I do have insomnia, so I've been actually listening and I wanted to share a bit of, you know, perspective from the other side of the world actually because you're actually talking to your own, let's say, people, let's call that. But I'm not really sure if you are actually interested in a perspective how the Europe actually sees it and how the other part of the world sees it. And I don't know if that's interesting at in your program or not really. So just could share.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I will certainly let you share if you can make it quick. I guess. Sorry, I didn't want to sound rude about it, but that's the easiest way I can say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So we're just like the whole all the people that I talk to. It's something that you guys keep on talking about your economy and about your gas prices. And since I'm from a country that, has a very, very long history, it's not a history of 200 or 300 years old, and I don't want to sound offensive. However, we as a nation have struggled a lot. And I know about war, and we know about genocide, and we know about, Jews and everything, and how we actually did help them, and now never mind, let's not go into that. However, what shocks me is that you keep on talking about that, and the fact that there are thousands of civilians being killed in Iran just from the hands of someone completely deranged, someone who doesn't even know where the countries are that they bomb, right? He doesn't even know the geography, and and the killing and bombing girls' schools and thousands of children and Israeli actually armies having sent, let's say, drones that are targeted to kill off the rest of the babies that are still alive, which is, not some kind of a myth or a gossip. It's true. So, frankly speaking, the fact that, people call you and, instead of having, anything to say rather than some insults and shit like that, and stoned idiots with pizza toppings. For me, having that no respect for death and genocide and murder is for me inexplicable. And here in my country, if someone commits murder, it's a very, very big story of the year. So from our perspective, it's something that we look like, no insult, because I know you don't, support that, but it's, for me, it's crazy.
Oh no, I agree with you. It's definitely a stark reality, especially for someone like me who I was actually I was born in another country on a military base, right? So I'm still a citizen,
Oh,
born to two US citizens just in Germany, for example. And so I get it, like having been in other countries, traveled to other countries, it's a stark world of difference. And yeah, we are currently unfortunately being ran by a giant toddler who is like beating his sticks on the ground and playing
and
with
I'm
his Legos.
sorry, just that I just called, but for me, listening to stoned guys and crazy women, you know, um, with insults in the face of a genocide and killing actually thousands of people and tragedies, is for me something that, I'm sorry, but I just had to do it. It's insane.
Oh, it is. And I hope that I don't know what's going to happen in the next over the next 2.5 years, but I hope something, either he gets impeached, he's removed from office, JD Vance takes over,
I
JD
don't know
Vance is
if there's
removed,
not
or
going to be a third world war, and if we're
yeah,
not
that's the
going
other
to be
thing.
all killed because
That's
it's
a
a
worry.
lunatic, and you know if he starts talking about a ballroom, and yes,
Oh
I
gosh.
watch live all of what's happening because I have a son, and I am a mother who is actually worried about in what world my son is going to be living. So frankly speaking, I am into the subject. When I hear the guy killing people, talking about a ballroom, not knowing complete
Obsessed.
shit, and having to have awards given like a toddler, I mean, I'm sorry guys, but how could anyone defend him? I don't understand. And thank you. I'm sorry for taking that long.
You're okay. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day or evening.
Thank you. Night, actually. It's
Yeah.
almost 3 in the morning.
Oh goodness.
Goodbye
Well,
and good night.
get some sleep. Bye. I do like hearing other perspectives sometimes. I will say sometimes like that. So thank you, W Jeff, for the 50 over on the Green app. I appreciate that so much. Jeff said, "We love you from South Carolina." I appreciate you, Jeff. So W Jeff in the chat, and then of course we had. He's already left, but W Leon as well saying, "Can't stay, have some money." I appreciate that. Tori, thank you also for becoming a member over on YouTube. I appreciate that as well. And let's try to take another caller or two. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
23.
23. Are you supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. And what year did you graduate high school?
I actually dropped out of high school
Oh,
my
okay.
sophomore year.
Okay. And are you what has Donald Trump done to earn your continued support?
The immigration, I like his policies on immigration. They're pretty good.
How has the United
Other,
States significantly benefited from Donald Trump's immigration policy that we have not seen from other presidencies?
um, that's a great question because I know like Obama, he deported
Mm-hmm.
millions of them too.
Yep.
Honestly, I think he could do better. If you want to be honest with you, I think they boosted up and boosted up, but it's like, hey, all this money we're spending towards it, like, why haven't we deported a lot more of them? Like they say Joe Biden let in millions and millions of these illegals. Well, why can't we deport millions and millions of them? Like if they're on food stamps and all this
They're
financial
not.
aid and stuff, I just feel like,
Undocumented immigrants don't receive food stamps. Their citizen children can, but then it's
yeah, exactly.
only
You
for
know
the
what?
child and
Yeah,
it's
thank
only
you for
for them. They're the
yeah.
only one that's considered in the household number. So, like, for example, if you have an undocumented immigrant that has 2 United States born citizens, right? And then also has 2 older children, they only get food stamps counted for those 2 children that are United States citizens and not for the entire household, like what would normally be considered for someone that applies for SNAP benefits.
Yeah, thank you so much for that correction. So much. So, yeah, even if they're kids that are U.S., say if they come over here and they have a bunch of and let's not even say a bunch. Let's say what 3. Say they have 3 or 4 kids. They get on average what maybe $100 a kid, $200 a kid. That's a lot of money that could be going towards homelessness. And I also feel like Trump could do a lot more for that. Instead of putting money towards other countries, maybe put it more toward. He likes to boast about the drugs getting off the street, but there's still a lot of drugs. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them, but I'm hoping he can deport a lot more. Maybe do some stuff with the cartels over there in Mexico. That'd be nice. I don't know how he can. Maybe the same thing he did in Venezuela. Took
I,
out their president. I don't say take out
wait,
the
whose
president of
president are we going to
Mexico.
take out? What country are we going to take out next?
No, I'm just saying what we did to Venezuela. I'm not saying take out the president of Mexico, but I am
Why would we
saying
take out
like
the president of Mexico who's actually doing
no,
something to
no,
fight against the Mexican
no. I
cartels?
just said that's what I'm because I hear a lot that the cartels run Mexico
They
and
don't.
they. Okay, I understand. I'm just saying. I also heard a bunch of when they were electing presidents, a lot of their people got assassinated, and then they elected the first woman president of Mexico. I'm not saying it's like a coincidence or anything that the cartel put her in there, but I'm just saying that a lot of the drugs and there's a lot of trafficking over there that and a lot of the drugs are coming across, they were coming across the southern border, but
Trafficked by American
apparently,
citizens.
what is it? What do you say?
Drugs that are caught by Customs and Border Protection are trafficked,
Mhm.
87% of them by United States citizens.
Yeah, 87. I do agree, and they probably get talked into it by other countries. But even the 13%, that's still horrible. People like to talk about the Mexico border and the Mexican immigrants, but what about the Canadians? Trump he highlighted that pretty good. People don't think the Canucks are any bad. They're illegals too. All them Canadians coming down here, just crossing our border just freely. They're illegal. Send them Canadians back. It's not just the Mexicans, them Canadians.
Oh,
They're I
okay.
don't want to say just as bad, but a bunch of drugs are coming over here. But
Yeah, the majority of
Trump's
our drug supply comes from, sorry, our illicit drug supply comes from China through the mail.
and China too. Yeah, I heard China fentanyl. That's pretty bad too. The
Okay, we can't say
Chinese
the name of
virus and everything.
substances. I don't know where that guy was just rambling. Guys, if we can finish out this live gift gold for the hat and mustaches so we can light it up in the gift gallery, that'd be cool. Hi, caller. How are you? Hello. Oh. Hi, how are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
14.
I appreciate you. Have a good one. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Giddy up. Thank you for calling the stream.
Hello.
You're a child. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I just got one question.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
What's your question?
I was just gonna ask if when's the last time you seen?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey there.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm a conservative, but I'm in the between like supporting Trump but still keeping my views as a conservative.
Okay, and so like what's he done that's earned your continued support in this presidency?
Supporting things like I am somebody that's really big on border control, but at the same time I don't support the war that we're into right now.
Okay. And so what significant benefit have we seen in the United States or significant change that we've seen in the United States since has occurred since Donald Trump implemented his border policy?
I think the border policy, okay, I watched a little bit of your stream. I'm not going to try to sound arrogant or anything like that. I don't know what your views on policies or anything like that. But my personal opinion on border control is we should not be allowing other people in when we can't support the cultures that are already failing, the races that are already failing. If that makes any sense.
So you want to shut down anybody being allowed into the United States? Because you would also have to shut down tourism.
I'm not shutting down tourism. I think we need to
No, you
spend
would
more
have to shut
on.
down tourism because a lot of people overstay their tourist visas. So if you don't
All
want
right.
people coming in from other countries because we have enough to take care of as it is, then you wouldn't support tourism either.
Okay, let's talk about it. Do you believe that Native Americans are not getting the benefits that they should have?
The
I mean,
indigenous population, is that what you're talking about?
yes, man.
Yeah, the indigenous should get a majority of their land back that's currently being occupied by descendants of the settlers.
Okay, and you also let's talk about African Americans. They are primarily not live in low income environments.
They primarily are, yeah, because of redlining.
Same with Native Americans are primarily living low
If they
income.
choose to live off of their native land, yes, there is that potentiality. Again, indigenous population, not Native Americans.
Yeah. So how we're supposed to support those two while also having an immigration policy that's not we're allowing no I'm not trying to start a fight or anything with you, but
Sir,
illegals and
it's odd to me that this would be your talking point when Donald Trump and his dad's business are the ones that racially profiled applicants wanting to rent from them in the 70s.
are you talking about the rent thing that happened back in the 90s, I believe?
It was in the 70s. Donald Trump and his
70s.
father were both sued for having their employees write a C on applications indicating that it was a
About
person of
African
color,
Americans.
and then they would deny their rental applications. Donald
That
Trump
was
isn't
before
doing anything to help move
African.
individuals that are the Black Americans out of poverty or out of impoverished parts of the country into higher end locales by him deregulating the housing market, rolling back HUD, rolling back Section 8 funding, and anything like that. They're not doing anything to do that. They're not subsidizing construction companies to build more. None of that is occurring under Donald Trump. And conservative policies don't push for that either. Thank you, Rose.
Look, that's just my personal point of view. I mean, not every politician is perfect. You can't. Let me reword this. You can't have one person, politician-wise, that support every race. It's not possible. Yes, he made
No, that's
mistakes.
why I give Neil Gorsuch some like grace, because he, anytime in the indigenous are brought up, or if something's going to affect the indigenous population of the United States, he will question the solicitor or the respondent to death to figure out how it's going to affect the indigenous population. I am aware that some people have their one thing that they care about, but you specifically brought up Black people. Donald Trump has only ever appointed one Black person to an actual cabinet position, and they've only ever been over HUD.
Okay. And may
Because
I
I
ask
guess he
what
heard the
other?
word urban in housing and urban development and thought that means Black.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Ben Carson, you know who he is?
Yes, he run for president in 2012, right? No, 2020. My
2016.
bad.
2016. And what did he do? What was his work history?
He was a doctor.
He was a surgeon.
I think surgeon. He was
What does
Army
a
trained.
surgeon know about housing, and why wasn't he ever elected as the Surgeon General or the head of HHS?
I don't have a valid response to that.
Yeah, instead he was put in front of, or put in charge of, housing and urban development.
Okay.
Seems really
May
odd.
I ask? May I ask what other policies that you don't like about Trump?
What other policies? Birthright, his
or like,
executive order
or,
targeting birthright citizenship.
okay, and can you go on about that?
Sure, it's explicitly against the verbiage within the United States Constitution for the 14th Amendment.
Okay, and what other policies or specific things that you don't like about Trump?
His unilateral blanket tariff policies.
Okay, and can you, if I go on more about that, like specifically what about?
Yeah, can I ask you a question about that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Who, so when we import an item from, let's just say, like coffee beans from Brazil, for example, who is
Yeah,
responsible for paying that 15% tariff to the United States government?
shouldn't be Brazil, but it's most likely an American taxpayers, right?
It is the American importer. They are the only ones that
Mhm.
are legally responsible to pay it. So it is always them paying to import.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why am I against blanket tariffs? Because putting a tariff on every single thing that comes into the United States of America, point blank, period, without regard for what we need or if we can obtain that product within our own country, is just irresponsible because not everything can be made within the United States. And without having the infrastructure already here, ready to go, and prepared for it, then we are only hurting our country and our companies that are the ones that do help make jobs. We're also discouraging small businesses from filing, from opening up, and from getting started. Blanket tariffs have
Oh,
never helped us historically.
and so you're against that tariff that Trump and like
Blanket
primarily
tariffs.
supports.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm
since his
against
first
blanket
election,
tariffs.
I'm talking about
TikTok,
his
we're
first
behind on the
run for
likes. Let's go.
president
Repeat that last
because
part.
so you're against tariffs that Trump been talking about since his first run on presidency, like when he run back in 2020, he even, no, I mean 2016, sorry, that he mentioned tariffs.
No, again, it's just about blanket tariffs. Targeted tariffs are different. So, for example, the targeted tariff that Donald Trump placed on in steel and lumber in his very first term of presidency that were then extended under the Biden administration, those make sense. We have the capacity to make steel within the United States of America. We have the capacity to harvest lumber within the United States of America. These are all things that
Okay,
we're able to do. But when we have tariffs on all items that come out of any country, wherever they're from, it's illogical. Where can we make, where can we grow coffee beans in the United States?
there's nowhere possible in the United States.
Only the Hawaii.
Hawaii, but I mean, you're talking about a small territory that's not going to support the United States.
Correct. They're not able to support the entirety of the United States since we need coffee beans in order to extract caffeine from. And caffeine is absolutely necessary, especially in medicine within the United States. Hawaii can't
So,
supply all of that either.
so I noticed, I noticed that you're using a Google call, so I can't tell what state you're from. But are you from a liberal state like Colorado or something like that?
From has meaning in different contexts. I've lived in 5 different states, and no, I do not currently live in Colorado. I currently live in a red state. In fact, I've
Okay.
only ever lived in one blue state when I think
Okay.
about it.
I'm not, but you are. I'm going really off topic, but I do want to know what are you? Do you label yourself as a liberal?
No, actually, I think everybody would technically label themselves as a liberal, people that actually know what it is. But
I don't know about that. I mean, you got libertarians, which I think are completely crazy, and this is coming from somebody who was an ex-libertarian. But I don't think the whole like everybody labeled themselves as a libertarian. I mean, a liberal. My bad.
It's because most people don't know what liberals are or liberalism is. Okay. No, I don't label myself as a liberal, nor do I label myself as a Democrat. I am a registered independent, or technically non-affiliated, because that's what my state does.
Okay. Can I ask you a specific question? And you don't have to, like, do you believe, like, I know it's that more people on the left, I'm going way off topic, but I just want to talk to somebody that don't like Trump to go on this rant. That do you believe this government is a fascist government with the way ICE control and everything else that's going on?
The government itself, fascist? No. Donald Trump is trying to act like he is a fascist, or at least fascist adjacent. He is so far meeting all 14 tenets of fascism.
Okay. And so you will agree that Trump is trying to be a fascist.
Yes. Just because he's bad at
Okay.
it doesn't mean that he's any less of a fascist.
Okay. So I'm specifically somebody that's very pro Second Amendment, gun rights and everything like that. Why is specifically the far, let's go with the left, is trying to restrain gun rights when they believe there is a fascist government or a fascist president? Because
I'm not
biologists,
really like, I'm going to be honest, I'm not great with Second Amendment shit because it's probably one of the least important things to me as far as like what state is restricting what. I think opening more access is an issue, but I will point out this. I would assume, because I'm not in government, right? I would assume that most blue states look at what's happening within the United States of America. And then they look out outside of the United States of America, where they see countries restricting or limiting access that civilians have to guns. And they see that there is a significant difference in gun violence in other countries when it's restricted versus mostly unfettered access within the United States, and see how much gun violence does occur within the United States, whether it is self-inflicted or it is inflicted upon somebody else. Doesn't matter. Our gun violence is we are literally number one in the entire world of gun violence. We are also the one country in the entire world where well, I can't say the one country, Switzerland might be right there with us.
Brazil is really
Or Sweden, actually. But we have more guns in the United States than we have people.
Yes, that's a common thing. I mean,
it's not a common thing, it's a problem.
It's a common thing in the United States.
It's not a good thing, it's a problem, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so what would you say the gun that we should ban? Like specifically AR-15s, AKs, or whatever?
I agree with the assault weapons ban from 1994 that was in place up through 2004.
By Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
So that specifically banned AR-15s, but if you look
No,
into...
it banned the production of them, the future production. I don't like,
yes,
that's all it did. People have a very common misconception on what an AWB is, and it's just that it bans the continued manufacturing of it, and that's it.
Oh, I know
it's not...
I'm living in a state that
it doesn't take your guns from you, it just stops you from being able to produce and buy new ones.
It doesn't prevent you from buying or new ones, but it also one of the issues
does, because they won't be able to be sold
firing.
anymore. I guess people, yes, you cannot sell like a gun store cannot sell them anymore if it exists.
You're not going to be able to transfer that to a family member.
That's different. I just said a gun store.
Wait, repeat what you said. I'm sorry. We were talking in between each other. I did not hear what your full conversation is.
I said it would prevent a gun store from selling it.
Yeah, but a lot of the laws, they also prevent you from grandfathering in. like the new ones, like California and what's going on in Virginia, you cannot grandfather that into a family member. So by law, that gun needs to be destroyed after you pass away.
Okay, good. I support that actually.
So
You don't
you
need to be
believe
leaving
you
your
support
guns
that,
to your
but you also
descendants because you
believe
don't know
there's
what
a
fuck shit
faster
they're going to
system,
do,
but you
dude.
don't believe there's a way to fight.
Sir, stop. I
Just
literally already told,
interrupted.
stop. I said at the beginning of this, the Second Amendment and guns are not my biggest priority. I don't care that much about
But you
that as
have
you
a
seem to.
political view on that,
Stop.
but you don't care about it, and you don't know much about that, and you keep on.
Because I'm setting a fucking boundary. When I'm asking you to stop, that means stop talking. You are going into the minutia that I don't care about. I've already laid out what my care was on that subject. What I agree with. That's it. This doesn't require an additional part of the conversation. When I've already said I don't like, already asked you to stop and you're not listening, and you've already acknowledged that you didn't listen to the other half of what I said anyway, so then you made me repeat myself. And yes, sir, that's very fucking frustrating. It's very fucking frustrating to have to repeat myself like that when I said that. And to be clear, like, I own a fucking gun. Oh my God. I'm not saying people can't have a fucking gun to defend themselves. That's cool. You don't need a goddamn AR-15 to defend yourself. It is actually considered one of the least effective guns to have in your household to defend your household. You do better with a shotgun. That is literally the number one gun that is recommended to defend your house is a fucking shotgun. Not an AR or an AK. You don't need those. Those are for literally for sports. And it's stupid. They're unnecessary. Yeah, in fact, I actually do have one of those specifically, Marina. I'm over that. Okay, let me go through some thank yous real quick. All right, I got a bunch of jewels, so thank you guys. Dave, Red, Caden, Lady, Justin, Ao, thank you guys for the jewels. Bob, Hubo, thank you for the jewels. D Street, Apollo, thank you. Obnoxious, thank you. Rosa, thank you. Kylie, thank you. Mackenzie, thank you as well. Maddie, thank you. Evelyn, for the jewels. Susie said, thank you for educating the uneducated. I am trying. I appreciate you guys so much. Real quick, TikTok, can we get that one last final gift goal? Complete it with just one galaxy. I would appreciate that. Let's get it. Maddie, BF, Maddie again, DMO, Andy, thank you. I think I got everybody that sent in jewels on that stream. Let me see about over here. It is a little bit harder to see these. Oh, none on this one. But thank you, Tori, for also becoming a member over on YouTube. I do appreciate that, guys, so much. Ricky, I decline, but thank you for the 199. You don't even know who your Jesus is or what Jesus preached to you. I can promise you that. Can already tell. I really don't want to end on a fucking gun conversation. So fucking stupid. Hi, how are you?
What's up?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Ain't no way. Hello.
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not what I asked. Thank you for calling the stream.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this you?
I'm done. Y'all are annoying. I can't anymore. That's just stupid. Finally just done with that person too. Okay.
You're awesome.
Oh, Ricky, Pookie Pie. Ricky wanted to tell me to go to church and get Jesus. And when I told him that I bet he doesn't know his Bible, he says that he actually does. Ricky, I bet you also support Donald Trump and what he's doing with immigration. If that's the truth, then you don't actually like your Bible and you've never read your Bible. So please tell me again, because unlike you, Ricky, I can promise you something here.
I love the Lord.
And I actually know my Bible way better than you do. So we'll just repeat this for
I
you.
love the Lord.
I know Moni just loves coming through and hearing her own voice right there. Guys, if you're new and you haven't already hit that follow button or that subscribe button, please go ahead and do that now. I will see you guys back on live tomorrow. Tomorrow is my time with Jimmy Snow in the line. So it'll be later in the evening. It'll be 9:30 Eastern time. So see you guys back online tomorrow. Thank you for all the new follows over on Twitch. Potato, you're restarting your stream streak. Thank you so much. Ty, thank you for your stream streak. Phantom, 105 stream streak. Aslan is also rebuilding hers. And I think I got everybody over on Twitch too. Twitch, if y'all want to find me somebody to raid. Yo, actually don't like.
You're awesome.
Don't act like you love him. What? I said I don't like Donald Trump. What the fuck? People, English is not your strong suit sometimes. Thank you guys so much. Bye over on YouTube.